Uh, Hello students. So today we shall solve a problem on polar plot. Okay. So here the problem is as follows. Open loop transfer function of a unit feedback system is given by g of s is equal to 1 by s into s plus 1 to s plus 1. Sketch the polar plot and determine the gain margin. Okay, gain margin as well as we need to determine gain margin and phase margin. So these two we need to identify. So uh, the step 1. So step 1. So here we need to write a standard equation for magnitude as well as for phase angle. So let me write the standard equation for magnitude by considering given g of s. So here I will substitute s as j omega, and g of j omega, the magnitude, is given by 1 by j omega 1 plus j omega 1 plus 2j omega. And so here it is in the form of x plus I y, combination of real and imaginary. If you want to identify magnitude, the formula will be root of x square plus y square. For angle, the formula is tan inverse of y by x. So this is the formula. So the standard form for constant, the magnitude will be the same, 1. And here for j omega, it will be root of 0 square plus omega square. So omega square and root will get cancelled and it will be omega, followed with the second term will have root of 1 plus omega square, and one more term is root like 1 plus 4 omega square. If you substitute to the formula, you will get the magnitude in this form. In the same way, so let me identify the angle, that is phase angle. Okay, the phase angle is as follows: g of j omega, that is equal to, so in the numerator it will be tan inverse of, I can write this one as 1 plus 0 I, y will be 0 by 1, and followed with tan inverse of omega by 0, and for the second term tan inverse of omega by 1, and finally tan inverse of 2 omega by 1. So this will be the formula. So the angle in the numerator will be 0 degree, minus, if I take the denominator to the numerator, it will change the sign, minus. So tan inverse of omega by 0, that is infinity, you will get tan inverse of infinity is 90 degree. If you take it to the numerator, it will be minus 90 degree, followed with minus tan inverse of omega and minus tan inverse of 2 omega. So this will be the equation. So first one for magnitude and second one for angle. So based on this, we shall identify the magnitude as well as the angle by substituting. So we will vary the input frequency from 0 to infinity. So what is that? When I substitute omega as 0, so this is the starting point, and when I substitute omega as infinity as a terminating point, I need to check what will happen to the magnitude as well as for angle. So when I do that, when I substitute omega as 0, so in equation 1, 1 by 0, so denominator complete will be 0, 1 by 0, I will get it as infinity as a magnitude. So what about angle? So angle, if you substitute here, so tan inverse of 0, 0, so these two will be 0, and I have minus 90 degree. So finally, if I substitute the terminating point, when I substitute infinity, 1 by infinity will be 0. and here tan inverse of infinity is 90 degree. I have minus, so that will be minus 90 total minus 270. So the rotation of plot will be given by minus 270 minus of minus 90 degree. So this will give minus 180 degree, and if you have minus 180 degree, that will be in clockwise direction. Okay, so we identified the magnitude as well as the angle. So later the next step, okay, so step 2 is all about to find the intersection with negative real axis. So we define that point as Q. Okay, so to do this, the first we need to do rationalize. So here, so let me consider the problem, that is g of j omega, that is equal to the problem is as follows: 1 by s plus 1 and s to s plus 1. So let me write 1 by, so s I will write it as j omega, and 1 plus j omega and 1 plus 2j omega. So in rationalize, you need to understand, you need to multiply both numerator and denominator with opposite sign, that is minus j omega followed with 1 minus j omega, 1 minus 2j omega. Okay, so denominator minus j omega, 1 minus j omega, 1 minus 2j omega. So when I cross multiply, so I will get, so let me take a new sheet. Yes, so I will write here. Okay, so the denominator part will be, so it will be omega square 1 plus omega square 1 plus 4 omega square. So if you multiply the denominator, you will identify the denominator in this form, and here in the numerator I will represent directly. You need to separate the real part and imaginary. So it will be in this form: minus 3 omega square minus of j omega 1 minus 2 omega square. Okay, so this will be the final equation. You can observe here I have separated, let me indicate. So this complete part I call it as an real part, and this part as an imaginary. So let me write, so I will rewrite the same equation with real and imaginary. So for that I have to rewrite, that is my equation as minus 3 omega square whole divided by omega square 1 plus omega square 1 plus 4 omega square minus of j omega 1 minus 2 omega square divided by the same denominator omega square 1 plus omega square 1 plus 4 omega square. Okay, so now here, so in order to find the value of omega pc, okay, so here what we'll do, in order to identify omega pc, see, follow the step, substitute the imaginary part to 0. Okay, so by this I will get omega pc. Later, in order to identify the value of q, okay, again the next step is substitute the omega value in real part. So this step you need to remember. The first step, so let me copy, so I will copy this imaginary part, So it states I need to substitute to 0. When I do that, this complete denominator part will be 0 if I cross multiply, and this j omega will be 0. Finally I left with 1 minus 2 omega square is equal to 0, and omega is given by 0.5. Omega square will be 0.5. So finally omega square is nothing but phase crossover frequency will be 0.707 radians per second. So this is omega PC value. And next, this omega's value, if I substitute to the real part, let me copy that. So this is the real part. So when I substitute to the so this is the real part. So to find the value of Q, so what I have to do, I need to substitute the omega square value. You can see here this omega square value I need to substitute here. So what happens? So you can see here omega square get cancelled. Finally I left with minus 3 by 1 plus omega square is nothing but 0.5 followed with 1 plus 4 into 0.5. So this will give you minus 0.66. So this is the value Q, that is minus 0.66. Okay. So using the data that we have identified, we need to draw the polar plot. So now you can see here. So what I will do, let me draw here. So I will just erase this particular value and I will draw the polar plot here. Now you can see, so polar plot will be drawn in the S plane of imaginary axis j omega, and it will be having a real axis, that is sigma. Now if you see the point omega, when I substitute to 0, I am having infinity. See, whenever you get a magnitude as infinity, make sure that you will check the angle. So based on that you can mark the starting point. So angle is minus 90 degree. So for reference you can mark the angles. Okay, 0 plus 90 plus 180 plus 270, and this will be plus 360. 0 minus 90 minus 180 minus 270 minus 360. Now it is easy to identify. See, this particular point will be the starting point, that is minus 90 degree. Let me mark the extreme point as an infinity. So this is infinity as a starting point, and you can see the terminating point when I substitute infinity is 0. So when you get magnitude as 0, need not to check the angle. So straight away you substitute. So it will be the origin 0. That is done. Now if you see the total sweep, that is minus 180 degree. Okay, so it has minus 180 degree in clockwise direction. See, you cannot travel in this direction because this is counterclockwise direction. So make sure you will draw the line in clockwise. So, and we have the sweep of 180 degrees, so you need to take total 2 quadrants. So starting point and this particular intersection. So draw a rough sketch. Okay. So this particular intersection is the Q point. Okay, so that we already found, that is 0.66. okay, in your graph you need to draw, okay, by taking a scale. I forgot to mention, okay, 1 centimeter as 0.5 unit. So and it will come back to the initial point. So the direction will be in this. So this point is Q. Okay, now so we call this as omega is equal to omega PC, that is the phase crossover frequency. So let us draw a magnetite unit circle radius. Okay, unit circle radius in order to identify in order to identify omega GC. See this particular point here, I can tell this as omega is equal to omega GC, that is gain crossover frequency. So in order to obtain this, you need to this particular point, see omega GC will be the unit circle radius. This particular, if I do a construction, okay, this will be unit value. And one more concept, that so this particular circle is, let me tell you, unit radius circle. So why we have taken unit radius circle? Because of that critical point -1 plus J0. Okay, -1 plus, so this is the critical point which will define our stability. So the drawing is done. Now if you measure this angle, okay, this particular angle will give you phase margin. Okay, we have an equation to identify the phase margin as well as the gain margin. So gain margin, so this particular length. Okay, so let us identify both gain margin and phase margin using the formula. So gain margin is given by 20, I am writing in decibel, 20 log to the base 10 1 by the length, okay, 1 by the length OQ. So what is that OQ length? So please check. So this particular length, that is OQ length is the, that is 0.66 is the length. So if I substitute the value, I will get the answer as plus 3.53 dB. Okay, and phase margin, so phase margin is 180 degree plus that angle made by with respect to GC. So here if you check, so you need to measure from here in clockwise 0, 90, and so this angle you need to measure. So that is, so in that direction, in that clockwise direction, it will be negative 180 degree. So as per, if you do it in a graph, it will be 180 degree, the angle will be minus 125 degree. Okay, so directly you will get plus 55 degree as a phase margin. Or else you can do the mathematical calculation, or else if you using a protractor, if you measure this particular angle, you will get the same phase margin. Now in order to define the stability, we know that the first case, omega GC should be less than omega PC. So here omega PC is a unit value, sorry, omega GC is less than, and one more condition is we have, I forgot to mention, that is both phase margin and gain margin should be positive. So here I have 55 and both are positive. I can call this as the system as stable. Okay, so this is all about polar plot. I hope you understood this method. So thank you for watching this video.